Hey guys, it's your girl Ursula C, and I'm coming to you because it has been a minute since the last time that I made a video. So I wanted to do a quick update on my pregnancy because it is getting closer and closer to my due date. So just kind of wanted to recap on some things, and of course a couple of you guys have inboxed me, have contacted me on Facebook, and I believe even on Instagram, asking me when I was going to do a video and to do a tour of the baby room and things like that. This is not going to be a tour of the baby room. I may or may not do that. I'm still deciding. But if I do it, it probably will be a little bit later on because I am waiting for a few more things to come in to finish up the baby's room. And plus we just had a baby shower, and so I have so many gifts and things everywhere, and we're just trying to wash clothes and hang up stuff. So we still have a little bit of ways to go. So that won't be today, but I'm just gonna I decided to write some questions and comments down, and I have a list of a couple of things that are in reference to the pregnancy and things maybe people have asked me or wanted to know or things like that. So that's what this video is going to be about. And first of all, let me give a shout out to all my subscribers out there, because I have had quite a few of you guys who have subscribed to me just recently, and I just wanted to give a shout out to all the girls on It's All About the Curls. Recently they had a post on there posting what's your YouTube channel name and all that stuff. So I'm giving a shout out to all you ladies out there because a lot of you have subscribed to me just from that post. So I just wanted to say thank you. And of course, again, hello to all my subscribers. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, like the video, subscribe if you like. If not, just sit back and relax and enjoy the video. All right, so I'm gonna get back to this. Okay, so one of the first things that people always ask, of course, when they see that you're pregnant is, when is the baby due? If you have been following my progress of the baby, you would know that my original due date, and I say original because it has changed, was February 28th. As time has come along, on Christmas Eve, we had an ultrasound, which I thought was so cool because I hadn't seen the baby on, on the video on the ultrasound in a while. They recalculated everything, and because now they can see her better and everything like that, they measure her to be not on February 28th, but February 18th. So my due date now is February 18th. And when I was told that, I was like, huh? What? Because I'm already nervous about having this baby and just going through this whole process because it's my first time having a baby. So just kind of really nervous on that. So when they move it up like 10 days, basically almost 2 weeks, I'm like, oh my gosh. So anyway, due on February 18th, which is right around the corner because we're at the end of January already. So this baby is coming. What am I having? As stated in previous videos, I am having a girl, which I'm so excited about. I can't wait. The baby's name is going to be Charlie, and we're going to spell it C-H-A-R-L-Y. Now, we haven't thought of a middle name. We're down to two, which one would be Olivia, and the other one would be Junice. And the reason why we chose Junice is because my mom's name is LaJune and his mom's middle name is Denise. We couldn't combine the first names, but the middle, well, my mom's name and then his mom's middle name, Junice. So, yeah, if you have any say-so on that, you can leave a message down below. But first name is Charlie, definitely. And the reason is because when I was born, my dad wanted to name me Charlie, and so my mom said no, obviously, because that's not my name. And so as some of you may know, my dad's no longer here with us, so I thought that was a good way to kind of remember him, and plus I like that name. Any difficulties during my pregnancy? During the first trimester, I had no difficulties, no morning sickness. I just was tired a lot, and I think that just comes with the territory. Now this last couple of months, I have began to become sleepy and tired again. In the middle there, I was fine. But this last trimester, especially the last couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, I've been really tired again. And some things just take a little more pushing and energy to do than before, but I'm still, there. I'm still doing it, still trying to, do my best. I did work out a lot through my pregnancy, but now, like the last month or month and a half, I have slowed down tremendously. But this next month, I think I'm going to pick back up with the walking and stuff like that, just to kind of keep myself moving along. Other things that have come, we have a 2-story house. Even now, you probably can hear it. I'm out of breath. When I walk up the stairs, especially if I'm on the phone with somebody, I'm like, hey, girl. And then by the time I make it up the stairs, I'm like, hold on, girl. Yeah, out of breath. Another thing that I've noticed as far as change, I really didn't start showing until November. Well, I was showing, but I mean really flat out showing until about November. And then also I've noticed that with my hair, I haven't lost any hair, like any shedding. I don't think that my hair has gotten thicker or just extra long because I've been pregnant. But I will say that I've noticed that my curl pattern is a lot looser. So that's just some of the things that oh, and leg cramps. Oh my God, like leg cramps out the yin yang. They'll come in spurts. But what's really funny is, like I said, I've kind of slowed down on my working out, but every time I'll start to work out again or do little stuff, that's when I'll get the leg cramps, and they hurt like a beer. So leg cramps. But something that has been helping me with leg cramps and also with my sleepiness has been Avocare products. I use Spark, which is like an energy drink, has no sugar, but it does have a little bit of caffeine. The rest is basically vitamins. That helps. And also they have a product called Rehydrate. Rehydrate is kind of, I'm not going to say exactly, but on the line of like your Gatorades and things like that. So whenever I have a leg cramp, sometimes afterwards I'll drink that, and it helps me to not have that pain for a couple of days, because if I don't drink it, then like my legs are still hurting from the leg cramps like days and days later. So those are some things. Cravings. I really haven't had any particular cravings. The only thing I could say is like, I'll just say I haven't had any crazy cravings or anything like that. Like I haven't had like ice cream with like, I don't know, corn nuts on it. That's something that I heard somebody say. I haven't had anything like that. Although if I have crave, I might say, yeah, you know what, I really could use some chocolate ice cream, and then like maybe I'll eat it. But other than that, like really having some crazy stuff, no, I haven't had any crazy stuff. What have I been doing to prepare? Basically, I've been reading, talking more. And more so than reading, I've been talking to people who already have children, because I believe that they're going to be your best resource of information. Although everyone does stuff differently as I start to talk to people, but you have to make your own, rules or, things in your mind of what you want to do and how you want to approach things, because like I said, everyone is different. But I think talking to people who have been through a pregnancy and have children and stuff like that is better than any book, just because it's real life. And a book can be real life too, and it can help prepare you. But I think that talking with other people who are pregnant and other women is just so much better. Also doing things to prepare, just getting her room ready, getting my mind ready, praying, and stuff like that. That's just kind of what I've been doing to prepare for the baby. Do you love being pregnant? I talk to people all the time about being pregnant, and I have a friend, she's like, oh my God, you keep it so real. But I do. Do I love being pregnant? No, I don't. Have I enjoyed my pregnancy? Yes. I mean, I can't complain because I haven't really had any true illness or sickness or anything drastic happen to me. But do I love being pregnant? No, I'm ready to get back to just like having this baby out and moving on with my life. That doesn't mean that I am not thankful to God for this baby, for this blessing. I am. But I have some friends that say, oh my God, I wish I could be pregnant all the time. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, you want to be out of breath all the time. Some of you have morning sickness. Y'all want to have morning sickness. You want to be sleepy and tired all the time. to me, that's not fun. Like, it brings me down to be sleepy and tired all the time because I want the energy and I have things to do. And plus, there's things I have to do that I don't have the energy to do. And there's things that I just desire to do that I don't have the energy to do. So for some of y'all who say y'all just like love being pregnant, no. The thing that I love about being pregnant is that I love seeing my baby move. I love it. I love feeling it and I love seeing it. That is like the most awesome thing in the world, to know that you have this baby inside of you and you can see it moving and you can feel it moving. And my husband asked me, well, what does it feel like and does it hurt? And it's something that only you can feel and know what it feels like. Like, nobody else can experience what you're experiencing. And I think that's the greatest thing. And then of course, to know that like there's this quote that says something about God, you know, this is so pregnancy is awesome because it's the one chance in life where you get to help God create a miracle. Because it is a lot of the times, you know, all miracles come from God, but to actually have something inside of you and create it and know that you have to help nourish it for that miracle to come about, like, it's just so awesome. So I'm just, that kind of stuff I'm thrilled about. And I think it's so unique to be able to have this baby inside of you and to have it grow. Again, what does it feel like? I don't know what it feels like. I try to be as normal as possible. When I'm at the doctor's office, a lot of the times they ask me, you know, like, do you need help getting up? Like, if I'm laying down, they're doing an ultrasound or something or checking her heartbeat. They'll say, oh my gosh, you know, do you need help getting up or anything like that? And I'm like, no. Like, I literally, even though I know I have a baby, and at times I really can tell that there's a baby inside of me, especially, like I said, going up and down the stairs. Yeah, I could tell that there's a baby inside me, but I really just try to continue my life and lead it as normal as possible, because I just feel like that's what you should do. You know, you don't let certain things hinder you just because you have a baby. I mean, obviously, you know, you don't overdo it, and there's just some things that you're not gonna obviously do, but I try to continue my normal life as I would any other day of the week. Do you let people touch your stomach? In the beginning, my whole thought was, no, I'm not going to let people touch my stomach, because especially strangers who just come up to you and touch your stomach, I think it's disrespectful to do that to a pregnant woman. I know pregnancy is wonderful and everyone has explained this to me. It's so wonderful, and you know, people are just so happy to see someone, but I just think it's kind of disrespectful. Now, if you come up to me and ask me, depending on what kind of vibe I may get from you, yeah, I think that it's okay. With close family and friends, I haven't had that many issues with them like touching my stomach. I've had one person who I'm just like, when they touch my stomach, I'm like, okay, just, you know, you don't need to touch it like that or for that long. But you know, they're a close friend, and so you know, it's whatever. But for the most part, especially with strangers, no, I don't want anyone touching my stomach unless you ask. And there's been people, you know, I work in a hospital, so there's patients in there, they say, oh, and they kind of touch my stomach, but nothing to where it made me feel uncomfortable. I feel like if it was made me feel that uncomfortable, I probably would address them or say something to them. But if you're pregnant, to each its own. If you don't want people touching your stomach, then by all means stand your ground on that. Don't think that, you know, because people try to say that to me, oh, well, it's a part of being pregnant and this, that. No, if you don't want, I mean, do people come up and touch your stomach on a regular basis? No. If you don't want people to come up and touch you, I just think it's a kind of, what's the word? It's just like, you know, you're 5 feet or you're 5 inches, whatever, just your comfort zone. Like, just don't do that, especially if you're a stranger to somebody. I mean, at least have the audacity to ask somebody and say, hey, do you mind if, you know, can I touch her or can I touch the baby? You know, and probably most of the time you're going to get a yes because you've asked and because of the way you said it and just how you've come off. If you just go to somebody and touch their stomach, I mean, that's, to me, that's offensive. I don't want anybody doing that to me. Okay, sorry guys. I actually, my video cut out, so this might look a little bit different than the video that I was recording on. But the next question was, you know, how has pregnancy changed my life? Wow, that's a handful of a question, but I must say that one thing that I have learned from this whole pregnancy deal is that no matter what kind of quote unquote disability that you may have, or that people say that you have, that you keep on moving, you keep on going. Like I said, when I go to the doctor, if I'm getting an ultrasound or something like that, they're always like, can I help you up? Or people are always asking me, just because they see that I'm pregnant, can I do this for you? Can I do that for you? And those things are all great, because I think that you know, you should help a pregnant woman, or you should let her have your seat, or whatever the case is. But one thing for me is that I have continued to try to lead a normal life, like I said, with working out, although I haven't in the past month or two, but continuing to work out, continuing to be a good friend. I have been well, that was earlier on in my pregnancy, but I've been to the club, I've been ATV riding, horseback riding, even though at the time I didn't know I was pregnant during those times, with the horse riding and all that. But dancing, even though my husband's like, girl, sit down, you don't need to be shaking that baby like that. But I continued with exercising, with dancing, with doing my normal routine, with going to work, just all of that stuff. And I think that it just proves that no matter what kind of, like I said, disability you may have, whether it's something more serious or more long-term besides pregnancy, maybe you're in a wheelchair, maybe you have a speech impediment, whatever you have in life, do not let it stop you from doing and continuing on with your life. And I think that's the most important thing. I think a lot of people think, oh, you're pregnant, that you can eat whatever you want, that you can do whatever, you know, that you're just really disabled, and you're not. Continue on, because first of all, that's going to be good for your spirit and who, you know, everything like that. But it's also good for the baby, for you to continue on with your everyday life. You don't have to just become this mute person, you know, like continue on with your life, people. Continue doing what you want to do. Continue to be happy, continue to work out, continue just to live no matter what comes your way. If you lose your job, continue on. You know, if there's a death in the family, continue on. Like, continue on. That's all I can say. That's one of the biggest things that I've learned from this, is continue on. You don't let anything stop you from doing what you want to do. Now, mind you, yes, there's limitations, and, you know, there's safety and all that kind of stuff. But within reason, continue on with what you want to do, especially with pregnancy. You know, this is just for 9 months. You know, do what you want to do. And for instance, there's some people that have never really worked out, or maybe they didn't take their health so serious. Well, you know, what better time than while you're pregnant to start a journey of becoming more fit, because not only is it for your benefit, it's for your baby's benefit. And also, once you have a baby, continue on with that. So I think that has been the biggest thing, is to know that you need to continue on with your life, and don't stop. Don't stop. Just keep going. How's your husband dealing with pregnancy? Well, he's doing really, really good with it. I'm actually thinking about interviewing him, so you tell me what you guys think, if I can do it before the baby gets here. I will interview him and let him talk and tell you his side of it, because I know a lot of the times, you know, just like with a wedding, pregnancy is all about the woman, okay? But, you know, I like to hear from a guy's point of view, and I like to see what guys go through, you know, because a lot of times women, we are more privileged at a lot of things, and so and have advantage. So I would, you know, love to interview him and see what he thinks. But as of right now, from what I can tell and from what he tells me, he's extremely excited, guys. Like, woo, excited. I think he's more excited than me, but you know, whatever. I think he's just like all goo goo gaga. And I think that Charlie is definitely going to be a daddy's girl, totally, because he's just like all about her safety, all about everything. He's doing a really good job. He's never done CPR class. He went to CPR class so he can learn about, especially with the babies, how to help them if the situation does come up, God forbid. But he does know how to do that now, and so I think that, I mean, I don't know what to say except to say that he's just like really, really excited. I think that this means a lot to him. This is his first baby too, so yeah, I mean, he's like tremendously excited, and I'm excited that he's excited, because it excites me to see when dads are excited about their kids. Do you plan on having a having baby natural. First of all, let me tell you, me and my doctor have discussed how we're going to have the baby. Basically, my thing is I'm going to start off with, you know, basic meds. I'm not going to say I'm not going to have any meds, because that's a dang lie. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to be that girl that just is like, oh, Lord, no pain. No. I will take some medicine. As far as the epidural, I'm going to see where my pain level is. I'm usually good with pain, although I hear that this is very much different than any pain that you will ever experience in your entire life. So there is a high percentage, a high chance that I will be getting an epidural, but I'm going to see how I can go. The less things that I have to inject into my body, the better. But if I have to get that epidural, no lie, y'all, I definitely will be doing it. I have no shame in my game. I don't think it makes me any less than a woman. I feel like this is why they have medications out here to help with this pain. This pain is just, you know, okay, I haven't experienced it yet, and that's why I'm scared as hell, but I'm just not going to be doing that. Okay, and then also, I know people done it on on YouTube. Am I going to film the pregnancy? I don't know, because at that point, I don't even know, like, how this is all going to go down. I don't know, you know, I just don't know how it's all going to go down. But I will say that, of course, there'll be pictures taken. If there is any filming, maybe, depending on how everything works out, maybe I'll film, like, before I actually, like, get to the hospital and show y'all, like, ooh, Lord, this hurts. Maybe I'll do something like that. I don't know. But actually filming it and having it on YouTube, I don't know. I kind of think that I kind of want it to be a little bit personal, and just be between me and my man. You know, just a family thing. Not that y'all aren't considered family, but you know what I mean. This is, like, really, really personal. So, I don't know. And plus, you know, body parts and me screaming and yelling and whatever, or, like, I don't even know what I'm going to go through. Like, I don't know. What else? Advice to other mothers to be. Girl. The best thing I can tell you is, first of all, if you're not pregnant yet and you're planning on becoming pregnant, or you're working on it, I would say to start working out now. I think that's something that's really benefited me, even though I've slowed down a lot now, but I really think that it has benefited me to work out prior to becoming pregnant. It wasn't like I was planning that, you know, and everything, but I really had, I hadn't gained a lot of weight, but I was just like, you know, I need to do a little bit better. So I really started working out, like, really hard and watching what I ate. And I was pretty much at my goal, but you know, you have your regular goal and then you have, like, a more extreme goal. I was like 5 pounds away from my extreme goal. And so I just say exercise and do whatever you have to do, eat right. And that will help. Also, I would like to say that, and I think that that's what helped me with not having morning sickness and all that. That's what I would like to attribute it to. The next thing is, if you are pregnant and you haven't started a regimen as far as, like, exercising or doing things, of course, always ask your doctor, but really start. I think that it really helps. And also, as far as weight gain and stuff, it's going to help with that too. Watch what you eat. Don't be afraid to give in to cravings. Definitely. Don't be afraid to give in to cravings, especially if for the most part you're eating pretty good anyway. Don't be afraid to give into those crazy cravings, or even if it's just a craving like, man, I really want some cheesecake today. Like, for real, golden girl, go get you some cheesecake and put some chocolate syrup on top and be a pregnant lady for the day. There you go. And also, don't think when they say eat for two, you're really not eating for two. Not in that sense. That doesn't mean you have one plate over here, like your regular plate, and then you have, like, this other plate because that's your baby. No, you just get enough nutrients. I think you add, what, 300, maybe 300 more calories than maybe what you would normally eat, and which kind of equivalates to maybe like an extra snack or two, which might be yogurt or banana, extra something, I don't know. But do something like that. Don't think that, oh, I'm eating for two now, that you can just pile your plate up. That's not what that is. You really do have to be careful during pregnancy. And also, ask lots of questions. Don't be afraid to ask people questions, even if they seem like they're dumb, because I probably ran one friend in particular crazy. But she says I really haven't ran her that crazy. She says she's had other friends that have done worse. But don't be afraid to ask questions. Definitely ask questions. Read books. whatever, however you need to get your knowledge that's going to make you comfortable, do it. Take lots of pictures along the way of you growing. I think that's a really cool thing. For me, it took a long time to really be able to see a change in my belly. But baby, once it popped out, and I wanted to take so many pictures. I was so excited. What else? Just enjoy your time, whether you're feeling sleepy, you're tired, or whatever. Just enjoy it. Pray a lot, meditate. Gosh, just talk to people. That's all I can say, because that has helped me so much, just talking to people and getting advice, and just kind of making up my own things. And like I said, taking lots of pictures, just documenting this whole experience, especially if it's your first time. Like, really document it and see the changes, because then maybe when it's the second go round, maybe you will be a little bit different. Yeah, I just look like I'm walk like an Egyptian. Yeah, I'm sitting on the floor now, but I'm trying to sit up. Yeah, there we go. And but just go with the flow, guys. Have fun with your pregnancy. If you do feel like you have any questions or anything serious, medical, you know what I mean, then of course ask your doctor. And don't be afraid to ask your doctor questions. And if you're not comfortable with the doctor that you chose at first, don't be afraid to go to a different doctor to get a different opinion, or start looking for a doctor, and pediatricians and things like that. So anyway, that is my update, I guess. And I wish you all well. I don't know when my next video will be. I'm going to try to film some more videos before I actually have the baby, because I have videos for Black Friday haul, just different stuff. But have I gotten to them? No. Why? Because I start to be a little bit sleepy. But I am just overwhelmed with this. So I can't say when my next video is going to be. But hopefully it is before the baby comes. If not, once the baby gets here, I will film another video. Okay? Peace.